I did a stupid thing yesterday. I think I did a stupid thing. I can't be sure that I've done it. Um, Yesterday was Sunday, and I was sitting at my desk, and I saw somebody walk past and put something in the post box. Then I heard them further on putting something in Scroat's post box, so I knew that somebody had been. So I went out to the post box, and it was just a leaflet. Somebody dropping leaflets about a fete that's next weekend, and whatever. And then when it came to locking up last night, Mark couldn't find the front door key, which has the post key on it. And I decided I must have left it in the lock of the post box. And so we went out and looked, and of course it's not there. And I can't think of what else I would have done with it, because it's sort of automatic. You come, you lock it up, you come back away, and we drop it in, on a worktop inside the front door. Always, it's always in the same place. Whenever it comes out of the front door lock or the post box, that's where it is. And it wasn't there, and we did the usual thing of looking in places where it wouldn't be. Looking and then looking again or looking again. And I have a worrying suspicion that I did leave it in the post box and it's been um, taken. And we saw Scroat walk down yesterday afternoon, and then he came back up on one of his tractors. And anybody else would have seen it and taken it and, I don't know, rung the bell and let us know, called us, but it's not there. And I suspect he's got it. And Mark's. So when we went to bed last night, we locked up with my car keys, because as long as there's a key in the lock, you're secure, because people can't get in because the key's in the lock. And we always leave the key in the lock. So we locked up with my car keys, and Mark's changed the lock this morning. So that's something less to worry about. But we need to think about what we do about the post box now, because somebody has access possibly to our post box. I just went to look to see if there was anything, anybody had left something, left them on the wall or something, but they haven't. So yeah, I'm feeling really annoyed. I'm feeling annoyed because he's the one element of us living here that we, most of the time now, it's not an issue. Years ago it really caused us a lot of stress, um, and for probably the past, I don't know, 8 years. It's been fine, because we dealt with it, and we stopped picking up gauntlets, and we stopped playing the game. Um, but knowing he potentially has a key to the front door, which he doesn't now because Mark's changed the lock, um, it's just it's it's just annoying. I want to feel secure, and it's it's just annoying. But whatever, I've done it, and I feel bloody pissed off with myself that I've done it. But I can't undo what I've done, and I don't recall doing it. But we're just sort of making an assumption that that's what I did. Um, Thank you for all your book suggestions. God, loads and loads that I haven't read. Which is, and I have read a lot of books, but there's a lot there that I haven't read. Um, and I'm gonna have quite a lot to go through to check to see which ones I want to read. And I'm really grateful that you took the time to offer me suggestions. So thank you. I'm also interested to read your view from your window descriptions. Um, what a diverse lot! What a variety of views. Um, and Yeah, it's fascinating. Um, what was it? Oh, was it just Murphy? Just Murphy talking about living in a condominium surrounded on all sides by other condominiums, but that he does have a view out of one side. I think that's really great, you know, to have, you do have a view, and it's, you're up high. um it must be really nice to be able to have at least have a view. And somebody talking about their view in Lanzarote, um you know, of the volcanic landscape there. Somebody talking about train tracks. That's I don't know how to describe that really. I'm sort of fascinated by it, but I'm not sure how it is to live by it. I watched yesterday it just arrived on my home screen on YouTube, probably because I've been watching a lot of footage of the Canadian that we hope to travel on next year. And this one was a guy called what his channel's called Jawbone, and he was in somewhere in Kentucky, and this rail line runs along the main road, um, and I think 4 times a day there's a freight train running along the main road. It was just incredible. And one of the, I mean, I sat and watched it all because I'm absolutely fascinated by that. And one of the trains took, he said it took 11, I mean, I watched it but wasn't timing it, 11 minutes to travel along the main road. And they're massive, they're massive, great freight trains with a lot of them are double decker containers on them, you know. So, you know, like you have a container ship that's, you know, these massive container ships with the massive containers on. Well, these trains are like a stretched out, you know, stretched out container ship. So they've got double decker containers on them, just trundling along the road at, I don't know what speed they do. It's very slow. Um, and I was just fascinated by it. So when you mentioned the train tracks, I had just watched that, so it was quite interesting. Here comes the person to rock the tripod if we're not careful, because she'll wind round it. What? What? What do you want? Huh? If I pick you up, you'll argue, won't you? There we go. Look, you're trying to get away already. Huh? Are you? You can feel that. Look, look, look. What? Where are you going? Can feel her body is not relaxed when you do that. Sometimes she'll let you, but quite often it's um, we have to do what she wants. But she'll come and wind round now. Go on, go away from the tripod. Yeah, no, I've got to rub around it. Um, yeah, so that was good. My eye finally went the day that I did the video, and I suddenly get quite a deep pain. It didn't go, which was really odd, you know, because I expect it to go. And but then I had the same thing yesterday afternoon, and off it went. And it's a family thing. My mum used to get it. It's not, um, you know. I just think that I have weak blood vessels in my eyes, and because I'm taking steroids, that makes I bruise more easily, and that's the equivalent of a bruise. When it's under the skin, it looks blue, but the reality is a bruise is a burst blood vessel, and so that's what that is. And I hate it. I really hate it because it makes me. I sort of think well, you know, for me, when I see it, I don't like it. It's not very attractive to look at, but there it is. And I thought, well, I can avoid filming for about 5 days because it takes that long for it to start to dissipate. But well, I won't do that. So yeah, Monday, bank holiday in the UK. It's not a bank holiday here, it's a normal day. And we'll go down to Alliance Pastorale later. I've got to put a chicken in the oven, and I'm going to do chicken and veg, roast chicken and some green veg, you know, fast 800. We sort of did, I say fast 800, we did low carb yesterday. It's like, it's not fast 800 because I'm not looking at, I hadn't followed recipes yesterday, but we had some salmon and a big salad last night, and we had sausages and a load of remains of stuff that I'd done the day before. So I can feel, I feel more comfortable when I the difference for me is when we're low carb is, you know, you don't necessarily lose weight, but you lose girth and you lose centimeters. And I haven't measured myself, but I can tell because my stomach is not feeling bloated. And the thing about eating bread and all of the carbs is your stomach gets bloated, and my stomach doesn't feel bloated. So I know that I'm doing okay. But yeah, so I'll do chicken, and I couldn't get any fresh veg the other day. It didn't come with my shopping, cauliflower and broccoli, but I've got cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels, and that frozen, so I'll use that. So that's what I'm going to do. And not talking about any politics today, but I'm sure I will another day.